Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the whoop whoop land of the drum and bass. It is D-Man here with Gobi24, and we're about to kick off things. It's going to be game 2, Meat Playground versus MRN. Very, very close first game to start with until Meat Playground turn their advantage. But first, of course, let's check out what some of the stars from Team Solo Mid who shared their advice for some of the new teams coming into the new season.
They just need to get in their house as soon as possible and start practicing and just doing really well. And it's going to be challenging.
Don't underestimate how difficult it is to live with 4 other guys. Gaming is not just about actually sitting there at a computer and then playing the game. It's about communication with your teammates. It's about motivation, and a lot of that is going to come in time.
It's really up to them just manning up and just playing super well.
Well, can they man up? That is the question.
MRN definitely needs to man up right now. We had to listen in with them, and like you were saying, they were getting very down on themselves just after that first loss. We're done, we're out of it, like, that's it.
Yeah, and they've got to set their mindset, and they've just got to change it. They've got to, come on.
Yeah.
We can do this still.
They need to rally, they need to borrow those dirt nap hats that they have, those bird things, get some sort of synergy, something to rally behind, because they have to power through this. This is season 3. You can get a full-time job playing video games.
They need to channel their inner man. That's what they need to do. They need to channel what they're going to do. So the question is, what will they do?
Yeah, I mean, they have to change something up, because we saw it last game. It played out exactly how Meat Playground loves to have these games finish.
Yeah, so you're just going to jump in the game. But overall, we saw enough there, I think, from MRN to show that, yes, they can beat them. They can play against them. They won that first team fight at Dragon. It wasn't until the second team fight that it kind of backfired. And, you know, Mega Zero was down the bottom. If he would have finished off Arthalon, he couldn't quite get him. He took him so low. He didn't have flash available, so he couldn't follow him.
Yep.
He'd actually took a lot of damage off him. Then Arthalon just leapt away, stood at the back, rocketed, and then, like you say, he jumped in and got the resets.
The skill difference between the win in that team fight and the loss in that team fight. So many clutch plays were coming out there. I mean, that had better be in the highlight reel. I hope that Jat's going to be over there explaining every move, because so many players had key flashes, key skill shot dodge moves there that just made that entire game. So it was balancing on the head of a pin right there. It just tipped over, and Meat Playground ran away with it.
And they ran away with it, took their advantage, and that is really what the big teams can do. So we're into picks and bans. What are we thinking from the bans? What are we going to see? Whoa. Are we going to see the same thing? So we are seeing Evelyn and Kha'Zix.
Very quickly, they have targeted bans. This time, they're definitely banning out Kha'Zix. Before they gave it to Arthalon, they thought that they were going to be able to answer that middle with Katarina's reset with reset. Turns out Kha'Zix's play was just a little bit too good there. He was able to punish the poor positioning just when he needed to. I think that catch out on Heartbeat Ezreal middle when they didn't even have to burn an Amumu ultimate was really key.
So this time it is going to be Mega Zero picking up Shen for Claky D again, you think? I guess he will be. I don't think he's going to take it top. I mean, he could split push with it top.
So far, these are the exact same teams.
Exact same picks, yeah.
We've got a Nunu and a Mumu again for Meat Playground. That right there is a solid team fight as well as a solid end game, because Blood Boil just turns any AD carry into a beast. We saw it there on Kog'Maw, one of the best choices, but it also works on Caitlyn, also works on Vayne, anybody. The attack speed buff is just so worth it in Season 3. The gold changes to attack speed items.
There is MRN on your screen discussing exactly what they're going to go through. Mega Zero, whether he's going to be the main shot caller. I'm interested who the shot caller is for them here.
I heard that it was Echo with a splash of Heartbeat.
There is Echo. Let's see what he goes with. Clicky D. It's going to be Taric, maybe. We saw Taric in game, was it 2 or 3? It was game 3 of the Dirtnap Gaming team. Olaf along the top there. Mega Zero is strong on Olaf.
Well, Taric, the reason that they didn't pick it on the last time is that they were purple side, and purple side, generally you don't want to have those aggressive bottom lanes. You can't go with Leona or Taric, because the other team's going to get that double golem advantage. So now it's going to work out perfectly for them. Blue side, you can go super aggressive, get that early experience advantage from the double golems, combo Taric with something like MF or Graves even. We've seen a lot in this tournament. That burst damage is insane. You can pick up some early kills. Again, Meat Playground, they're going to steal away another reset champion, now taking out Katarina. I was saying, every single time you get that AoE CC tank and you get the resets with Arthalon, they go for the late game. They've also got Kog'Maw Nunu once again.
It all synergizes very well with the Mumu. This
Yes.
time it could be Urgot. We did mention that they pulled it out in game 2, and it worked against Azure Gaming. They came back from a 6,000 gold deficit to win that one, and a semi-base race in there as well.
That was a huge part of their comeback too, was the Urgot. He was able to switch in Graves, who had all the money for Azure. If you can take out the person with the most money on them, then the lead doesn't even matter. Azure had a huge lead. It was all on the person who's dead though, so that changes the entire game.
This is actually almost the exact same team composition they had in that game. They had Ari, they had Urgot, they had Tarek. I think the only difference here is possibly the Olaf instead of Aurelia, I think.
They're looking for another ridiculous comeback. They just got faith in these champions.
Yeah.
When you really feel at home on the champions, that's what you want to revert to when you're under pressure, and their backs are definitely against the wall right now. They're under a huge amount of pressure. This is a must win for MRN, or else they're out.
Okay, we saw X-Hazard dealing very well with Mega Zero in game 1. What is he going to choose to deal with him in this game?
I mean, his Malphite's banned out. He could go Cho again. He doesn't have a huge champion pool, and that's why they actually just gave them a Mumu once again, because if he goes Cho again, then like Olaf can still run around. Shen doesn't really care about that either. Ari's very mobile. There it is. It's the Cho'Gath once again. His champion pool is not that big, but it's very effective.
He's not quite a one-trick pony, but he's close.
He's got 2 tricks at least. Both of those tricks are very effective, though. You don't need to spread out and learn all the champions anymore. As long as you're very effective with the ones that you are playing, then it works out just fine. Again, he's going to take that teleport. There's no reason to change anything if you're Meat Playground. That fight, the last game played out exactly how they thought it was going to. Go for another win. They want to 2-0 this.
So what do you see from the 2 team compositions that we have now locked in for MRN and Meat Playground?
I hope that Meat Playground's going to get a swap off 2v1 lane, because you do not want to go up against a blue side Tarek Urgot. If they send Balls and Lemon God down into that, they're going to get torn up. Just torn apart. Urgot right now, he's much better after the Season 3 changes, because the item changes actually helped him out a lot. Making the Brutalizer have an upgrade path, it's really a key item on him. And there's just so much early aggression that can come out of a Tarek Urgot lane. Land that stun, he's going to have free harass on you all day long. Heat-seeking missiles coming from the skies. Yeah, it's going to be very dangerous for them in that bottom lane. So probably it's going to be a switch-up, a 2-versus-1 lane. The only thing is, MRN can do a counter switch if they think that Meat Playground thinks that they're going to switch.
Counter.
It's all these mind games, and it's going to really depend on that level 1 who gets vision of where they're going.
Well, the mind games, you can see them on your screens behind us. They are ready and waiting to go. This is potentially the final game for one of these teams. Well, it would be the final game for Team MRN. That would be for sure. Meat Playground, of course. They are 1-0 up here. This is the Season 3 live qualifiers, if I can get my words out right, for North America. Europe, of course, going to be coming up in a few weeks' time. There is going to be 8 Season 3 places across North America and Europe. The final place up for grabs here. Dirtnap Gaming hoping they have one foot in that place. Will Meat Playground join them, or can Team MRN take it to Game 3? We are live into the game now. We have Team MRN as the blue team, and of course the red team is Meat Playground, 1-0 up. Will we see an evade? Oh,
yes,
hello.
I think that we will. That's definitely an option, another option that opens up when you take that Tarek. You're going for an aggressive lane, it also gives you the option for an aggressive level 1. And MRN, they have their backs against the walls, they really want to make something happen. That's a key time in the game when it's like you're starting out even in the very beginning. You need to turn it around very quickly.
We just see them looking back and forward.
They've placed 1 defensive ward looking for the invade, but Meat Playground has no interest in invading at all. They should just put up some defensive wards.
Do you not think they're going to go and try and get this defensive ward a little bit closer? That's all MRN are waiting for. They're waiting for someone to go for it.
Yep.
Oh, it has Mega Zero. He's taking his time. He's going to go off towards the top lane. He needs to get there just in time.
Yeah, Clayky probably going to start red side because
I think Lemon God's going to go for this, you know. I think he wants to come and poke it.
He's waiting his time. He's just backing up. Yeah, they're not going to chance anything. There's no reason if you're ahead. You're Meat Playground. You don't want to lose in a level 1 like that and get behind very early.
Is that simply a case of, look, we've had no vision, no tells of these guys whatsoever. There's every chance they're all sat waiting.
Yeah, as we say that, though, 3-man very late invade. They think that Clayky would be starting on a blue. they get seen out right here. Is Marn going to be able to make anything happen? It doesn't look like they can answer.
I don't think they can react to this one. They are going to go for an invade themselves. Echo and Clicky D are going to come around, but it is actually, they're trying to give it to Balls. Balls is going to try and get the blue buff. Echo comes across, there's the ball, tries to get this zone. He's going to have to go back. He comes in, smites it. Clicky D gets it.
Yeah, I mean, they started out with Consume.
He's going to try to steal it with the axe.
No.
Smite came down. Well, he forced NK to use that smite, whether he wanted to anyway. So, we have standard lanes finally setting themselves up. It's going to be a normal meta game. Top lane from top to bottom is going to be Olaf versus Cho'Gath, X-Hazard versus Mega Zero.
Yeah, I mean, that one will be a decent game, decent lane because Cho'Gath's got good sustain. Early game, Mega Zero could get off some nice harass, but bottom lane is going to be where the real action is. Both Atomic and Heartbeat, they got the double golem ahead, lead. And because the blue buff was stolen away, that's what Nunu and Kog'Maw were banking on to even out that double golem lead. It was stolen away by Clicky though with a very nice smite, plus Nunu started Consume, so they won't even have that blood boil. This lane is going to be extremely hard for them, and I expect Taric and Urgot to punish them for it.
And Atomic also brought a pink ward to the party and put it straight down in that ward, in that bush, and cleared it out. Mega Zero just going back and forward in that. Let's have a look towards the mid lane. Oh, NK, wait a minute. He could come around and try and force at least the ghost to come out from Mega Zero here. Mega Zero is very, very deep on this one, but he was getting aggressive on X-Hazard. Now he's going to come across. NK has not used his bandage toss yet, does manage to land. It's going to put a bit more damage onto Mega Zero. Mega Zero just turns around. He has, of course, got that flask. He's going to get drinking.
Yeah, yes he is. Broloff, no flasks there. That's good. Oh yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's coming back to top. NK just sat there once again,
around.
circled around, and well, is he going to fall for it this time? He's had half health this time, Mega Zero. Gonna have a little look. He's still not going for it. Here comes NK though. He's going to walk back in. Can he land the bandage toss again? Hasn't used it just yet. Gets those tears flowing. Dodge out the rupture. He's taking a lot of damage. It could be enough here. There's the silence. Mega Zero is going to get taken down very low. First blood can't come out. It will be picked up by NK Inc. And that is a first blood. Just a return kill. Ghost was used there, but I think it was just too late.
Yeah, and now their top lane is going to lose. Their bottom lane already getting zoned out. This is huge. Huge, huge, huge. The first blood going to meet Playground. That's going to get them back in this game. Can they carry this bottom lane? Because
Balls is dancing.
Yeah, Balls is not going to get very much money. They need to be able to carry this bottom lane and let them get some farms some point later in this game.
So Atomic and Heartbeat. That is currently the goal. Oh, Arthalon, oh, the charm misses from Echo there. Arthalon juked out to the right instead of the left. Instead does back away. Mega Zero back in his top there. Arthalon's in trouble. Hazard's in trouble. Hazard should be able to get away from this one. Arthalon was very, very low there. Mega Zero, you can't dive this turret just yet. He is only level 4. And again, they can't quite get it. Often the problem with Echo on Ahri early on, it's going to be the problem. You just don't quite have the full burst to 100 to 0 someone.
Yeah, once you're level 6, then you have a huge assassination potential. But before that, it's all reliant on those skill shots. You saw how much damage he can do when he does land those skill shots. But if he's not able to get them, then it's going to be a big thing. NK Inc. forced to come in and take up this mid lane experience. That enables Claky to go do some counter jungling. As a jungler, it's nice to get the free experience from a lane, but you never want to give up your position. At any point when the other jungler knows where you are, it frees them up to go do counter jungling or free ganks. They know that you aren't there to counter gank, so good job by Claky making use of that information. They didn't get a kill middle, but at least they got something out of it.
But we do see different build paths. We're going to see 2 Philo Stones here for Meat Playground, whereas none of them currently for Marn. And they have had a switch of lanes here.
Finally. I mean, you can't let Kog'Maw be starved. You have to get some money on him rolling for the late game. Either way, he's going to get decent late game because he has Blood Boil as well. But more fed, the better. And since they already got that first blood for top lane, they're fine with the switch. That's huge for them. They needed to do that.
But he is level 3 coming up against the level 5 Olaf. That's a tricky situation. Lemongod's going to try and zone him as much as he can here, but Mega Zero should be able to stay relevant with the experience here.
Yeah, and it's not too dangerous because they've got plenty of wards. They actually need to ward the river right now because Claky can come up. There's the ping. They're thinking the exact same thing. Got to ward that. And Claky's really far away from level 6, so they aren't too scared. And K actually walking right next to him.
NK
They just miss each other. No
go
vision.
past them. Guessing he's going to ward out the river.
Yep, there it is for the ping.
gives them a little bit of cover. Clicky D is not going to show himself, actually. He managed to avoid it being seen there, didn't he? Backing off. So, as you mentioned earlier on, 61 CS to 35. That is kind of the big deal right now.
Yeah, but another big thing is Claky getting really far behind. He keeps on going for these ganks. He's a full level.
Oh, they're going to get it.
He's a full level behind. Yeah, Hazard's actually going to be in trouble. This looks like it's going to be a kill.
Here they go. There's going to be the Dazzle coming in. They get the Shatter as well. That's going to be Claky D. As soon as he's trying to get away, it will be a kill. Hazard finally goes down. The Rupture went on towards Heartbeat. Burned the flash and may well have not needed to, but we do see NK coming back in, so they're not going to gain the benefit of taking his turret down. That's the problem with having that bottom lane so far ahead and pulling off that switch. The Cho'Gath, he's a little baby right now. You could see right there, he's not level 6. He wasn't able to grow from the feast. He's almost like a little cute animal on a keychain or something right now, not fearsome at all. So I've never really heard Cho'Gath described in that manner, but Mega Zero, the counterpart in the top lane, is still doing a good job at keeping them away from that turret. But Kog'Maw will start to become a problem, as you mentioned. Both now level 6 and 5, and he's certainly gaining the levels. Mega Zero is going to keep clearing out those waves with that axe. And we do see Urgot already with a Manamune. All the signs are really pointing to Meat Playground feeling behind right now. They feel like they're on the back foot, even though they got the first blood, and the gold lead's not that much. Oh, nice bandage toss, but he can't follow up. Forcing that ulti. That's nice. Mega Zero. Nope. Zero going on towards Balls there, tried to get onto it, didn't have any mana. He has got the duo lane switching back up though, so here comes Heartbeat and Atomic switching around. They did notice that X Hazard, he's been all over the shop right now. He's starting to fall behind. Yeah, Hazard's definitely falling behind now. I mean, like I said, even though they got that first blood, they're on the back foot. You can see it in Echo buying that Fortitude, Elixir of Fortitude, and just switching lanes. They're switching lanes. Hazard's going to be staying in the middle now. It looks like Katarina's going to return. Oh no, he's going to top. Katarina's going to go top. They're going to send the duo lane back bottom. They're under pressure right now. They're panicking a little bit. They want to find something that can work. They have to keep on switching. Like I said, Echo already got that Elixir of Fortitude, so he is feeling the pressure as well. He's got some spell penetration right now, but Urgot and Taric could do the exact same thing to Katarina that they just did to Hazard. Yeah, and Arthalon's kind of returned to lane. He's like, are you serious? They've got a full siege minion wave, and they're just absolutely beating the hell. There's the swap. Is it going to be in time? No, because that's going to be Curse of the Sad Mommy. Arthalon, though, was dazzled the moment she started it. Atomic is going to get caught out. Claky D comes in with no health. He joined the party with nothing. He just effectively gave them a double kill and a triple kill. No, Hazard scumbag stole it away. Well, Hazard did a good thing there. He teleported in, even though it looked like they were going to have that 2 versus 2, because Shen Ultimate did come in as well, and you're saying he fed him another kill right there. Huge turnaround for Meat Playground. They were on the back foot. They were just looking, switching lanes over and over, trying to find something that would work. Crazy situation there, and MRN, well, they may well have played themselves into a dangerous position here from a positive where they were just sitting there. They tried to force the aggression. Maybe it was too much. Meanwhile, in the middle, Echo versus X Hazard. X Hazard has returned. Did Echo take any advantages from this one? Bowls, he will put a bit of damage down on this turret. They don't want to take the turret down. They're backing away. Yeah, they are backing away. They're going to get a ward up on Dragon. It's pinked, so they might actually go for it in a little sneak Dragon. They don't have too much HP on NK, so it would be really risky. And the only, oh, there we go. Taric's going to come in, and they don't want to do that because Urgot, the power lane here for MRN, is back bottom. You can't do a dragon when that fed Urgot and fed Taric are down bottom. Arthalon had done a very good job top, though, with that bait. We are seeing MRN. Well, Lemon God. There we go. He was laughing, but he definitely lost his pink ward. So, you do see Mega Zero back to top. 57 to 51, of course, that kill. You know, the fact that Hazard did go up there, he teleported in, he got himself in a kill and assist. That helps. That does help a lot. He still hasn't bought any HP, though. He's just sitting on that gold per 5. He's got the cloth armor, and that's it. Even Echo could hurt. Nope, they can't burst him. Can't burst down Hazard, but he does put a lot of damage down on him regardless, and he's trying to feast up, trying to get that baby keychain away from him and become a real man right now. But Heartbeat, 92 CS to 72, the two ADs. Balls, he's kind of lived through that era where he's going to become a problem. Actually, I say that. He's level 6 versus Heartbeat's level 7, and he's not far off level 8 here, Heartbeat. Yeah, I mean, he's looking decent. As Amumu comes in bottom for a gank here, he's just out of vision. They're going to bait that very aggressive Urgot and Taric.
They know they're ahead, and they just want to keep on trying to counter gank him. It's a good job by NK Inc. They pulled it off the first time very easily with Arthalon, but it looks like MRN has learned their lesson. Heartbeat and Atomic not overextending again.
And the pink ward gets put down. NK well aware because they just saw Atomic taking that one away in a moment ago. Now Hazard returning back to top lane. He's going to be against Mega Zero. The lanes keep on switching around. And now we do have Arthalon back in towards the middle against Echo.
They keep on switching, and it's costing them a ton in CS. Just because they're not having a good lane versus that Urgot Taric is causing all of their lanes to lose in CS now. Everybody's behind, and the only reason they're staying in this game gold-wise is from kills. And whenever you come out, even in gold, I always give the edge to the team that's heavy on CS rather than heavy on kills, because when you're heavy on kills, your bounty is going up, and when they do turn that around, they're going to get a lot of bonus gold.
We do see a little bit of baiting back and forward. We can see NK is in the mid lane at the moment, but he has been spotted by that ward vision, so he's got the ward just behind him. I think he got spotted walking into it, which is why you can see Echo is not falling for this stone well deep, well back. Hazard now taking some damage from Mega Zero, just kept away from the experience and the gold, or not quite so much the experience. Echo continuing to keep busy. NK spent a lot of time on this one in the mid lane, not really going to get anything from it.
Yeah, that ward just paid for itself 10 times over. Echo going to be completely safe there. Still has his ultimate, still has his flash, still has his ignite as well. So he's feeling really good in this middle lane. Up top though, Mega Zero grabbing that Kindle gem on Olaf and another Ruby Crystal. I absolutely love Kindle gems on Olaf. It gives you everything that you could possibly want on him. Health and cooldown reduction. Health gives you absolutely, you're more tanky, the best tank stat in Season 3 now that they've reduced the effectiveness of the armor and magic resist items. Plus, you do more damage with vicious strikes. And then the cooldown reduction, the only thing that your true damage scales off of, enables him to do tremendous amounts of damage in any trade in that top lane. Plus, your undertow, you can get that down to a 0 cooldown. So if you're Olaf, I think that you should be grabbing up those Kindle gems like they're Dragon Balls. You need to get as many as you can. All the items that those turn into, like the Shirelias and the Locket, those are all great for him. NK coming down bottom.
He's just been spotted again though. He's walked across another ward, and you can see immediately Clickety heading down that way. They realize they're in a 3v2 situation on the bottom lane with a wave pushed. They could try and turn it into a dragon. It is only 14 minutes into this game. It would be a fairly late dragon compared to some games. So actually they're sticking with the lane farming session. I think both teams kind of happy about that.
Yeah, me Playground, I don't think they're going to be the ones to ever move towards Dragon first. They may try and contest one if one does start up, but they're just kind of riding this one out. They've gotten a little bit of a gold lead, but Meat Playground, again, like we saw last game, they're the ones that are waiting. They've got the Kog'Maw Blood Boiled. Endgame is the goal for them.
So what are we looking at towards items? What are we aiming for? What's Urgot going to go for to start with? He got that Manamuni a long time ago. What's he going to go back and buy? He must be selling a chunk of gold by now.
Yeah, that's great for him. The Manamuni works so well when you do get that Frozen Heart also, because it makes him really tanky, and the extra mana from Frozen Heart also turns into attack damage because of that passive. That longsword that he's got sitting there is definitely going to be a Brutalizer. He loves cooldown reduction. So Frozen Heart Brutalizer, a huge, huge combo for him. It's going to make his power just spike through the roof, and that's going to give them the huge mid game that they need. That they have to take advantage of that before it gets to the end game that Meat Playground is playing at.
Well, he's selling 1,700 gold now, so he
Yeah.
could have gone and got that Brutalizer a long time ago. What else is he saving up for there? 1,900 now.
Yeah, I think that he's just sitting in the lane because he's so strong in lane and nobody's going to push
Just
him
like,
out.
why not?
Yeah,
Might as well stay on farming.
Yeah, probably.
So you can see he is continuing that job. Like you mentioned, still very close in gold. Just a 300 gold difference, despite the fact it is 4-1. Meat Playground with that win, of course, from earlier on. And we do see Katarina going back as well. Katarina building almost the default items now, Haunting Guys and Sorcerer's Boots.
Yeah, I mean, she's got the flat penetration down. Looks like Hazard going to go, no, he doesn't want to even harass. They're just farming minion waves from each other. Katarina's got her flat pen done. That's great. Now she's going a little tanky, getting the Negatron Cloak. She could even turn that into an Abyssal Scepter for an all-in flat penetration build.
Well, Hazard just feasted onto Mega Zero there, so that ultimate's not going to be available for a short time. But we do see Heartbeat pushing back on towards his bottom turret. Could be the first turret of the game. Kog'Maw and Nunu returning to it. The turret might be low enough though before they get there. Charm lands on towards Arthalon from Echo as well. And Heartbeat is continuing to just drive on. Atomic had gone back. He's got himself the Sight Stone along with that Ruby Crystal, so Ruby Sight Stone won't be far away. And that damage on that turret. Turret's, well, not got far left in this world. Just about 1,000 hit points. Well, actually, tell a lie, it's probably about 400.
Yeah, they don't actually finish the turret off, but you should be happy right now. He's finally going back. He's going to buy something. There it is, the Brutalizer. And Merc Tread's going to turn that in for the second item.
Well, I mean, my main issue with that is actually it's going to be a brutal Black Cleaver coming out, possibly just gone straight for the Ruby Crystal as well. My main issue is that often they stay in lane for a little bit too long. He had 2,000 plus gold in him there, and they could have gone for like some sort of dragon fight, and he's like, well, I haven't got time to go back and buy now. If I'd have spent that 2,000 gold, the fight would have still been very different.
Yeah, I think since they just felt like they had Meat Playground on their heels, they're like, they're not going to force anything. I'll just stay in this lane. Mr. Moneybags, stack up all that gold. And now it looks like they are itemizing for the mid game here. They've got the Aegis of the Legion. He got that Ruby Crystal just for a little bit of extra HP. Oh, bottom lane. Looks like NK coming in through another ward, wasting more time.
Wasting yet more time. Hazard and Mega Zero once again having another beat back and forward. And well, NK's like, damn it, can't make any of these things count. He was so successful with the kills and the ganks earlier on. Got that 1-0-3 up top lane. We do see, like you mentioned, another Giant's Belt coming out. Boots coming out for Hazard. Oh, it's going to be Shan. It's going to be Stun United, but Hazard's going to get away from this one. The axe. No, it missed. Didn't quite have the damage through there. Meanwhile, down the bottom lane, they're going in towards the Echo as well. He's very low in the mid, but he has got back. Curse the Sad Mommy comes out. Heartbeat's going to get dropped very low and taken down by Balls at last. I don't understand how they managed to get in towards this situation. We didn't see the start of the fight, but I don't understand how they managed to do it. They knew NK was there a long time ago. Hazard now in trouble. Mega Zero comes in. They get caught in the rupture. Great defensive work.
Ganks in all three lanes simultaneously. Successful, sort of, from MRN top because they were able to get that turret. They're going to lose a free dragon off it, though. But NK Inc., actually what happened down their bottom, they have no wards in the river. They have wards everywhere else leading into that lane. He just wasted a little bit too much time. And Urgot, Tarek, they're just so confident. They've been just ruling this entire game, and they're still just a little bit too overconfident. Cost them again there, and now they're in trouble because Meat Playground, almost the 20-minute mark, just what they've been waiting for.
Oh, you can see the concern on Marn's team's faces.
Yes.
They are looking a little bit worried here. There's 6-1 down. The gold still close, but you don't see that as a team. All you see is that 6-1.
Yeah, I mean, when you're inside the game, it's very demoralizing to see being down that many kills, even if the gold isn't that far away. And like we said, the morale has been a pretty big problem for this MRN team.
Concern on the faces of Meat Playground, maybe just building on their experience here to turn this into a 2-0 victory. Heartbeat going to push on. That bottom turret still can't quite get in there to finish it off. They're trying desperately to get aggression on it, but you know, that massive advantage that Heartbeat had is just dwindled away against Balls.
Yeah, they've been playing his lead against him by using his own aggression to counter him several times over again. It's worked out really well, and I like this play from Mega Zero, getting the early home guard boots. They need to have something happen. He's going to have to make use of that teleport with home guard coming out. Hopefully we'll see this Rocket Man Olaf teleporting in somewhere soon because they really need to turn this around quickly.
Well, the mid turret's about to go down to Arthalon, so that will be... No. Tried to let the minions do it. Claky D comes in. The minions do finally take it down. And Arthalon now taking the first turret of the game for Meat Playground. Of course, the top turret went down a long, long time ago. They've just not been able to get this bottom wall, not been able to turn it into any sort of advantage. And actually, Claky D's not really come and helped either.
Yeah, Claky's been having a hard time as well. He's got about another 30 seconds or so on his ultimate, so I believe we'll see a comboed gank with a Shen ultimate and an Olaf teleport in with home guard. That could be just what they need to make something happen. Somewhere on this map, it looks like Echo getting spotted out on this dive that he wants to do. Or Arthalon. Excuse me, that was last
has been spotted. Mega Zero, though, it was forced away, and that means the top turret could well go down here. Claky D coming back in with Mega Zero to try and force them away. It should be enough to hold them to it for now. The question is, how long will it be? How much of an advantage has that given Echo to beat on the middle turret? He's getting a little bit of free time on there, but he's going to be cautious because he knows very well. They're heading back in. There is the middle turret for Echo. So it's 2-1 in turrets. Oh, he's going to stay aggressive in the mid lane against NK as well. That's going to give Arthalon a chance. That's going to be Curse of the Sad Mommy, but he already ulted away. I think the Curse missed.
Oh, wow, that's a huge
Oh, bottom lane. Down in there is going to be Heartbeat. That's going to be Absolute Zero. Full channel coming out, but Balls is going to get taken out very low. And the shield from Clanky D was perfectly timed there. Just comes in as the Absolute Zero was about to go off and completely negated any of the damage. Arthalon getting aggressive on Echo, but it doesn't matter. Things are starting to pick up for MRN here. They're going to get another turret. That's 3-1 in turrets. That's going to turn their hope, surely. Meanwhile, at the top here, Mega Zero. Oh, he gets feasted on. Is it going to be enough? He's going to turn around. He's going to have the cooldown. X Hazard. He's going to turn down one more time. NK in comes in. Mega Zero pops the ghost. He's running. He hasn't used Ragnarok yet. NK Wiz going to throw the bandage toss one more time. No. He gets away, and wow. Just like that, you get marred.
you get marred semi. Like, some lanes were getting marred, some lanes were getting Arthalon chopping you up in his lawnmower here. He popped his Elixir of Fortitude, finally. He's been holding on to that all game long, and with this full flat penetration build that he's gone, he just destroyed Ari down there.
Look at those items. Bam! Black Cleaver, Glacial Shroud. Very strong. We're going to check out on the kill that we missed all earlier on. Take us through this one.
Yeah, this is going to be the mid one Arthalon I was talking about. He's got all that flat penetration. So much burst damage onto Echo right there. Even gets off his ultimate. The charm doesn't matter. He's able to finish it off with another W, and that gets him the reset to shun Po out.
So back and forth action. Arthalon's still very low. Hasn't gone back yet. Has got that blue buff on. Balls returns to bottom lane, as does Heartbeat. And Heartbeat, well, successful Urgot. The second Urgot we've seen from him this tournament. It worked out for him. Why not go back to what you know? It's what Jack talked about this before. You know, when you get in these dangerous situations, you have to fall back on what you know. Yeah,
especially for the team MRN, who were down for a while. Their confidence is coming back, though. They're fighting into this. They haven't given up. I like this.
Coming around the top lane, we're going to see Echo coming towards the backside of Balls, and he's going to get on towards Lemon God. That's the charm. He's going in towards it. Oh, completely missed his skill shot. And, well, flashed out of it totally, and that made him look a little bit foolish. It's going to be the switch. The switch got cancelled by the silence. They're going to come around. Echo's trying to put the damage out. Lemon God's going to be the target because of the Sad Mummy comes out. You can see Arthalon, but he's not quite close enough. NK gets dropped. Mega Zero in there. Now we're going to see X Hazard taken down very low. He's the next target. Have they got enough? They're going to back away from the turret, but again, it turns out successful for MRN. It was a 1-0, but it was a very, very tight 1-0.
There we go. They finally got marred. They were able to take out the tank. That is huge, because that's what Meat Playground builds their entire team around, is that AoE CC tank that's so crucial to their play. Without him, they can't contest this turret.
And there goes the turret. And now with the Dragon Timer on 17 seconds, MRN realize it's going to be up. Of course they do. They channel straight down towards their Claky D back up. Atomic's going to come in there. They know it's going to be up in a couple of seconds. They do put the pink ward down. They clear out their own ward. And they're going to have to contest this one, I think. I think Meat Playground will be back in time.
Yeah, they got the pink ward down, so they cleared out the vision. But they're going to just melt this dragon. Yeah, no way they aren't going to be able to contest this. I love, by the way, Mega Zero's build there. The only two stats you have to buy on Olaf. Just health and cooldown reduction. All of his items. Just health and cooldown reduction.
So as it is, Urgot now is he the carrying bus? Heartbeat. So often I always feel that MRN has been relying on Mega Zero to do something, but Heartbeat could well be putting the team on his back here with the help from his friends. Echo, though, if he'd have landed that charm at the start, to be fair, it was flashed out of by Balls. I mean, he put it in the right place, but Balls just flashed. That was split second reactions as well.
Yeah, there's so many ifs, but Ari is a really skill-dependent champion. Like, if you hit all your skill shots, then she's amazing. If you miss your skill shots, kind of trash.
Kind of trash. Balls is going to clear out that wave down the bottom. He's going to continue on. He should be able to pick up this bottom turret because the rest of MRN are nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, and it looks like now that Arthalon's completed all of his flat penetration, he's going to go for that death cap, looking for a huge spike. And if they're able to get resets, there's no resets available to MRN. So the late game still, even though they're behind, Meat Playground's got a good team comp for team fighting. They do have Kog'Maw as well, so a lot of late game damage. The only thing is, Urgot about to finish that Frozen Heart as well. He picked up some extra HP on the Giant's Belt, and as soon as you get that Frozen Heart, attack speed reduction is huge on Kog'Maw.
Wow, Atomic clearing out that entire wave there just before his AD carry got back. Heartbeat were like, really? But just saving the turret, honestly, because the turret did get saved. So Muraman has been built up now as well by a Heartbeat. And how do you rate that one on him? I mean, does that help him out, the fact that this is the new tier 5-4 item? Oh, they're diving up towards Mega Zero, but immediately the turnaround comes on. NK doesn't want to use because of the Sad Mummy, but he might be forced to. Didn't get to pop his ultimate. They're going to go towards Athlon. They've caught him out, and he's going to get dropped down. No, exhausted is going to be enough. Yes, it is. Ari comes in. They catch another run out. Lemagos gets caught down as well. A double kill for both of them, and they're going to turn this into another turret. They are just getting manned left and right.
The mid-game power. This is exactly when they need to make their pushes.
They're going Baron.
That would be a perfect...
Oh, 3 wards! 3 wards!
They all had the exact same idea.
Oh,
Great minds think alike.
Oh wow, there was a pink and 2 normals that went into that bush. And tell you what, come along with an Oracle, you'd be laughing, or just one pink ward into that push. As it is, though, they are going to go for the Baron here. Have they got the time?
Yes, they definitely have the time. They got plenty of true damage with Olaf as well. Cho'Gath looking to flash in and feast. He doesn't have flash up. Never mind, he can't steal anything.
Can't steal it, and also just dodging out of the way of that charm. He is going to get the rupture through. Very close though. Hazard though taking a heck of a lot of damage. You can see the shred. This is Hazard, the tank with Warmogs and Warden's Mail. They're just getting shredded down to half hit points within seconds by Heartbeat.
Yeah, Heartbeat, every single Acid Hunter, because it's a single target spell, is going to use that Muramana damage, and that is huge. An amazing item for him. As soon as he finishes his Frozen Heart too, his damage is also going to go up. Taking his through the roof, it's just in a great spot right now.
We're going to check out that replay and let's hear it from Mart's point of view.
I stunned him. I'm exhausting Cat if she comes in. Okay. Get him. Cat. Finish Cat. I'm taking. Go. No. Tower.
We can get in here.
They can get it in here. They went for Baron instead
Yeah.
though, and that was the choice they had. But well, you can see what it meant to them. The confidence lift right there. Marn is in the ascendancy, and they surely have the power now to push through.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear it for them. A lot of people are rooting for them. Marn back in this game. You can tell from the other two. They were like, Cat. Before Cat was even in, he was like, I'm exhausting her if she comes in. They're focusing her. They got the CC they needed on her. Great job by Claky landing that taunt, and they just followed it up with a good dive and were rewarded. Now they're even shoving on the inhibitor turret.
They have a wave in the bottom, which you can see immediately Alphonse had to deal with on Katarina. Having to deal with that bottom wave. They don't go for it yet. They're not going all in just yet. They're playing this still wisely. Breathe, gentlemen. Breathe, man. They are thinking about this one. They have the waves. They have the waves pushed. Mega Zero goes back down towards the bottom. They're going to have another wave coming in there. Throws the axe at Athlon. Misses. Doesn't matter. He's going to clear out the wave. And Meat Playground, what have they got to do to try and keep themselves into it? They just have to keep fending off this wave, just like you see Balls there. He can't get caught by that charm.
Yeah, they've got to be really surprised right now. They weren't expecting this mid-game power push, but like I said, they were all building their items. You could tell from the item builds when they were going to make their push. They had that Aegis of Legion which has now been turned into a Runic Bulwark, so they have great aura items for this stage of the game. As soon as that Frozen Heart finishes as well, it's going to shut down the Kog'Maw a lot, and they're just getting more and more damage on these inhibitor turrets.
Well, 1 minute left on that Dragon. Of course, they do have the Baron. We can see the top lane being shoved along by Claky D. I guess they're probably going to rotate round to that one. I can't see them getting this inhibitor turret down anytime soon with this Baron buff, but I think they will be able to take an inner turret. While that's all happening, Mega Zero is keeping them occupied down this bottom here. He's not letting them all go up there. Oh, they've separated X-Hazard up the top there. They're going to catch on towards him. There's going to be the rupture. The Dazzle's already been used. Claky D hasn't used the taunt just yet. He's going to come through and actually lets him force the flash there. Ultomic did use his ultimate while that was all going on, but they do all back away, and they're going to pick up another inner turret.
That Muramana active for Heartbeat, adding an extra 100 damage onto every single auto attack and every single Acid Seeker.
They're going for it. You can see X-Hazard has returned. He couldn't top himself off completely, but they've already shredded half their defense. Oh, the charms landed on Athlon. Immediately they dive straight in. Athlon gets dropped. That's what they wanted. That was what they were waiting for. Curse to the Sad Mummy used in pure defensive mode. Echo will get dropped here. It's going to be a 1-for-1, but there's Balls flashing out. Cleanse. Is it gone too deep? They've got to be careful in this one. They've had to back away. Hazard just desperately kept away there. Mega Zero comes back around. They do not have the minion wave, but Atomic feels he can tank it. Heartbeat's tanking it right now. The rest of the team do back away. Very tight action, 1-for-1.
And they cannot let up. Good job by Marn countering this late game team comp with a mid game push, but they have to keep the pressure on. just because they're ahead, they can't relax. Go purchase with all the gold that you just got from that lead and use those items to turn into another push. You still don't have an inhibitor turret down. You can't breathe easy until you're actually inside the base of Meat Playground.
So they go away, they pick up the blue buff, they get the Dragon. Meat Playground went straight away to try and pick that up. Nope, taken away from you. So very, very tight still. It's only a 7,000 gold advantage. Remember, Meat Playground, well, MRN came back from a 6k gold difference in a reasonably similar situation against Asher Gaming. And that was last night. As it is, though, 9-8 in kills, 6-1 in turrets. And that's the big thing, the pressure that you gain from all of those turrets being down. All of the outer and inner turrets down. KD picking up the red buff. It's kind of been crucial. It's really about that charm from Echo. The charm lands,
yes.
They follow it up with a taunt. They're timing it beautifully.
That was the perfect person to catch out, too. He got Cat with a charm. How much better of a play can you ask for? That you really can't. That's the best play you can ask for.
That's all you wanted. You can see Mega Zero using those axes, clearing the waves. And they're going to push all of the lanes. Baron buff now run out. Heartbeat's kind of been the thing to start with, but he has the damage and he has so much tankiness right now.
Yes.
Frozen Heart complete, Giant's Belt picked up as well.
There it is, finally, the Frozen Heart. We keep on talking about it. That's a huge item for them. Even though Kog'Maw's finished his combo, that Infinity Edge and Phantom Dancer, Heartbeat has a great answer with that Frozen Heart because he can switch in to get in range. The Frozen Heart range, 700. Kog'Maw, if you're auto-attacking, can actually outrange a Frozen Heart, so Heartbeat has to get in there.
Well, you can also see the Bulwark, of course, on Claky D. They have so much armor and magic damage. Magic resist, I should say, right now. It is pretty huge. And now that Zonya's, of course, on Echo, even if he does get caught, he's the only squishy really there now. If you look across the items, he's the only one that's actually squishy.
Yeah, and he does have a Zonya, so.
Yeah, and there's more Malabodius, of course, and the Warmogs, along with the Shurelias. Stacks of health on Mega Zero, stacks of health on Claky D, stacks of health on Heartbeat. Atomic, of course, with his ultimate running to help the entire team. They have so much armor. Despite the fact Balls has got that Infinity Edge Phantom Dancer, he's going to have a problem melting anyone in that team.
Yes, very well built items for team fights here. We have so many auras, plus the Shurelya is also built there from Mega Zero, is going to enable them to engage or disengage as they please. He's putting free damage. Look at this bottom end turret. That was all Mega Zero. It's all the way down to half, even more than the mid turret.
And Heartbeat's continuing the damage on this middle turret, and he's taking half the health off that. Mega Zero again, keeping those waves pushed, keeping shoving on towards it. Would it be wiser if they went straight up 5-man into a turret, or is this working much better? They're keeping all the lanes pushed, all the pressure across the board, keeping the main playground guessing.
I love this by MRN. They're keeping the pressure up, exactly what they need to do. They can't let up for a second with this end game build. Oh, Meat Playground. Okay, so they've got 2 of these turrets down at half-life. It's just a pressure game. You have to keep that up, never let up. Shen's up top. He's got his ultimate, so he's ready to come in if Meat Playground does decide to hard engage.
Well, Heartbeat's going to go for another couple of hits there. Hazard and Mega Zero, they keep quite happily beating each other back and forth, but nothing coming from it. Oh, they're going to go, they've got Dazzle on towards Arthalon. The taunt follows through, but they don't really have the damage to follow through, but it's going to force Arthalon away. Immediately the team reacts, they head straight towards the top turret. The top turret was already low. They don't have a creep wave there, though. Mega Zero is now up here. They should be able to tank this one down. Mega Zero is going to come around. The inhibitor turret getting tanked up, and there comes because of the Sad Mommy. Can he catch on towards him? NKing, not really getting anyone. All he did was manage to bandage toss on towards Echo. Everybody backed away. Creep wave comes back in. Arthalon reset himself. He's been back on the fountain. Full health. Everyone back to resuming position.
So lucky that Echo got his charm out as the bandage toss land right now, so NK Inc. was not able to pull off his curse. So close. That could have been Echo's life right there, and it would have been a hard engage. They did get free damage on that top turret. Look at this. All of these turrets have taken a beating. Any one of them can go down to the next push. Baron is up, though.
And one big push would be enough. Baron is up. Oh, no. Claky D's been caught out here. NK could follow this one up. Arthalon was with him, but they just don't have the vision. They don't know where the rest of the team are. They couldn't go for it. Now, they've seen Mega Zero in the bottom lane. Are they going to try and rush a Desperation Baron? No, they're going to back off.
Mega Zero does have teleport, so you can't make that gambit right now. And the reason why Claky didn't die right there is because they kept Mate Playground pinned up inside their own base so long. All their wards outside on the map ran out. there was no more duration left on any of their wards, so they had no vision, and you can't go chasing without any vision this late in the game. That could cost you the entire game, and for them, the entire series.
Atomic clearing out the wards. They've come and NK went for that one. Onto Atomic. Any pick will do. But Baron Pit cleared out. Mega Zero and Hazard, meanwhile, in the bottom lane, they're continuing to fight back and forward. Flaky D keeping the wave push. Ball's desperately trying to push out the wave as quickly as he can. And you can see Mega Zero, they're beaten back and forward. It's actually a pretty tight fight between these two. I don't really know, in a flat-out 1v1 fight, who would win there?
Yeah, I mean, they haven't really tested it themselves either, so neither one of them...
They've caught Charm on towards Lemon God. They're going to get enough damage down. You can see Curse of the Sad Mummy comes in onto Atomic. You can see Stan United comes through, though. They're going to go towards Balls. Balls taken down very low. Echo managed to get one down. Lemon God goes down. Balls goes down. Arthurlon now. Zonya's Hourglass is going to run out. They have got the lock-in. Oh, the axe caught on him. That slows him down. He's going to try and pop his ultimate. Echo takes him down. And that was a 3-for-1 exchange. All starting off from Lemon God just getting charmed. And it will be a Baron.
Where are you? Hazard, where are you? Hazard, where are you? Mega Zero wasted 0 seconds. Immediately teleporting into that team fight, crushing everyone. He soaked up a bunch of damage, dealt so much true damage as well. Hazard had to teleport up. He's at full life. Where was he?
Where was he indeed? He
was
didn't
walking.
even get close to there. He was walking around, just chilling, maxing, relaxing, realized he's I'm not going to go down the whole path.
Oh, that would have been so good.
Cakey D does come up though. And that is going to be surely the inhibitor turret. They have the Baron, and Hazard now needs to be careful he doesn't get caught out. They got the inhibitor turret. Look at this. Cautious play, wise play. They realize everybody's spawned. They've got the Baron. Let's not get too greedy on these advantages. And Man back away.
Oh, they have to be thrilled right now. Mega Zero does get caught up for a little bit, but it's just Hazard.
It's just Hazard, and well, man, you can see how tanky he's got. He's continuing to throw this one, keeping them pushed away. They're going to try and force the Dragon out of this. Anything from nothing would help right now.
Yes, they still have a great team comp if they're actually all together, so some more money on top of that would be nice. Look how many bars of HP Heartbeat has right now, though. That's their AD carry, quote unquote, and he is tanky as all get out.
He's going to get, I think the last Whisper's coming out next year. I don't think he was too pleased that he just didn't really do enough damage against X-Hazard there. He's like, well, I clearly need a last Whisper.
Clearly. That would be the perfect 6th item for him right now. He has so much gold on him. Like, the power in that Urgot right now is immense. Last Whisper would just be the icing on top of the cake.
Icing on the cake. 9,000 gold difference. Team Man. 1-0 down in this matchup, remember. Meat Playground. They have that one game under their belt.
Yes.
The confidence this could give to Man could be immeasurable. They did get the picks they wanted, I feel, in this team, this matchup,
definitely. They definitely wanted a blue side. You saw them run this against Azure, and they came back in that game as well. This is their comeback comp. Every single time they've had it. Can they lose with it? We'll have to see in the next few minutes, because their inhibitor is exposed, and they need to make another push to get it. 10k gold is great, but you're approaching the very end game versus a blood-boiled Kog'Maw.
Well, it's only satisfactory that we do get another best of 3 possibly from this group. Or I won't say group, it's a straight up knockout tournament if you have just joined us. This is day 3 of the Season 3 regionals. The inhibitor slowly but surely being poked out there. They're trying to bait something out here. Mega Zero taking a bit of shred. You can see the balls can do a lot of damage if he's given a free attack to them. And that's going to be NK coming in. Curse the Sad Mummy not used that time. Saving it, trying to buy the best opportunity. The team tried to follow up on it, and finally the inhibitor, no, still not gone down. Just a couple more shots again. They get the lock on towards Arthurlon this time. That's going to be Heartbeat trying to put more damage down. The inhibitor does go down. Meanwhile, Clecky D, he took down the turret down the bottom there. He turns around. Heartbeat now. It's going to be Curse of the Sad Mummy. Is it enough though? NK's going to get dropped very low. It's going to be Arthurlon they're going to aim for. Arthurlon's the target for Mega Zero. They do manage to take down NK. They're going to try and go for him. Can they catch up towards him? Ball's taken down very low. Arthurlon still getting around. Does get caught out. Gets dazzled out. Gets the Zonya Hourglass. Is it going to be enough? They go all on towards the Fountain. Clanky D's keeping them busy. And here comes Heartbeat. It's going to be an absolute 0 on the Fountain. Clanky D taking a turret hit. He gets taken down. Balls comes back. He's full hit points. Ball gets charmed down. Heartbeat running away from this one. Atomic running away. Meat Playground defending it. Mega Zero coming back. but Echo turns back around. They are so close. It's a 4-on-3. Can they get onto balls? That's the target they want. They will get onto balls. Balls goes down. Well, that's another hazard going down as well. Zhonya's hourglass because he was waiting for the passive to come in. Team MRN are going to take it away. It is going to be all square 1-1, and we are going to have another game in this series. The best of 3 plays itself out to the fullest, and there's Team MRN. Is the confidence enough to carry them through?
Absolutely. If you're Meat Playground, now you have to be scared because anything can come out of Team MRN. They can surprise you with so many tricks. I'm happy that it's going to a Game 3 because we really deserve it. The fans deserve it. This is going to be amazing.
Well, my voice deserves it as well.
We're almost done.
We're almost done for the day. Freaking Riveton going to be bringing you the final match of the series. It is going to be Dirtnap Gaming, but who will face them? That is the question. Team MRN, well, we mentioned it during it. They got MRN'd many times. It was such a close time for a moment. It was a 6-7, I think, for a long time in that game, but you mentioned it at the time. The gold advantage at 4-1 to Team Meat Playground was still even, which you said yourself. You got to give it to the team. If it's still gold advantage when you have that much of a kill advantage, surely they are ahead.
Yeah. Gold from CS is so much more reliable than gold from kills because your bounty goes up. They kill you, they get a lot of it back. And Team MRN, they had such a great early game. I was worried for a bit in the middle there when they were turning the Urgot and Tarek aggression against them. They got so confident that they were baited a couple times, but then they just reined it back in, they pulled it together, and this is really the comeback comp for MRN. 2 times in a row now. They get behind, what was it, 10K gold the first time? And now, again, they've come out with another win.
The problem is, though, they're going to be on the red side again. Is there a comp that they can use? What bans would they change, maybe, as well? Their ward placement as well saved them a lot, because NK Inc. kind of got in position, and he spent a lot of time sat on top of wards.
A huge amount of time was wasted sitting on wards, you're right. He had a lot of failed ganks there. The only thing I'm kind of scared for MRN because they've been practicing a lot against CLG, and CLG's notorious for their blue side strats only. They don't have any red side strats, so hopefully MRN, they learn some red side strats somewhere else because CLG's got nothing for them.
Well, we're going to get a replay just from Team MRN's perspective of that last push of craziness.
Oh, yeah.
Back up! Back up! I'm dead.
Oh
I'm
God,
dead.
I'm dead.
Back up. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get in him, or if you're gonna die, or just run.
Oh my God.
No,
Can
yeah,
we
get him
fight
out.
back?
Let him run. Let him run.
I taunted him! Get him!
Get him! I'm stunning. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
End it.
Sonya's good. End it, and we can end it. We have plenty of time.
Oh my God. Only Nunu's up. Only Nunu's up.
End it.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Come on.
Godlike charm there.
End it!
Godlike charm right there. That's it. He had 2 of those in that game. The first one on Arthalon to give them that upper hand, and then to end it right there. You could hear them also shouting, "Back! Get back!
They were panicking.
Get back! Don't throw this game." Like, they were so overconfident. Like, they were really confident. They were like, okay, we crushed them. They chased them all the way to the fountain. Couple members there. That's good. You've got your head on your shoulders. You're like, get back, calm down, and finished it out.
And that shows that they do keep, I would say, keep calm in a fight like that. That wasn't so calm. that was pretty chaotic. But the orders were coming across clearly. I couldn't quite make out who was doing the shouting. Actually, I was laughing at it.
They have a lot of shouters on that team, and that's a good thing sometimes.
It's a noisy team. It's got to be Clicky D because he said I landed the taunt.
I landed the taunt, but it was a charm onto Kog'Maw, so I don't know. Wow.
So, crazy action. Coming up next is going to be the third and final game between Meat Playground and Team MRN. One team will cement their spot in the Season 3. Who will it be? They're going to be facing Dirtnap Gaming. Whoever gets through, the other course will be forced to fight through. Who is going to prevail this match? Find out soon. After the break, it's going to be the North American qualifiers. It's going to be crazy action.